Hi, I'm Raquel from Angeles. How are you?
Good to see you again. How are you?
I'm fine. Well,
Gorgeous.
you,
Sophie would love the little red lipstick.
She put her Sophie lipstick on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
thank you. My first question is, the show has always combined action, humor, and heart. In your opinion, what song prevails this season for the both of you?
What
This
song?
no, which yeah.
Song, song.
Yeah,
Well, for this season, heart,
yeah.
humor, or
I think
action?
there's like something for everyone in every season, but I think, you're right that every season has like different levels of whether it's a very serious season about emotional pain. I don't think this season is about emotional pain. This season is everybody's like in their groove, everybody's like forward momentum. We're feeling it feels like quite a rock and roll season. Like everyone's in their strength. Brianna's really flying in her comfort zone. Sophie's like dipping her toe in like the dating pool and getting to know her stepdaughter. Um, Parker and Hardison are having to like think about like where their future is headed. That's probably the most serious component of like the season as a group. He just stays the same. He's still the lone wolf, always will be the lone wolf. But I think it's quite a feel good. It feels to me, I mean, I may be wrong, like correct me
No,
if I'm wrong.
I don't think so.
It feels like a feel good season this season.
And Hardison's actually not, he's actually rocking and rolling as well because he's actually going, you know what? This is not what I'm gonna do this. I don't know. I
Yeah.
thought it was a confident choice that he made. Yeah.
Okay, this answer. And well, both Sophie and Elliot are opening up to love. What can you tease something about that? About that?
Are you opening? Well, you're opening up to love like last year with like your dad and stuff. So I
Uh,
think just I don't want your viewers to think that these two are opening up to love together.
How many episodes have you seen? No, yeah, exactly. She definitely, Sophie Devereaux has maybe opened a window. I'm not sure if it was a door, but it was a window to maybe dating someone else, and that was the whole journey for her. And you can, yeah, you
Yeah,
guys.
I think like for Sophie, I don't think she's not looking for emotional commitment. She's not looking to like who's her long term, like meet her long term partner. She's not there yet, but she's up for having fun and she's up for exploring and really looking at like actually is she even capable of having a relationship? Because can she be honest about who she is?
That's what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is she can she be honest? Is anyone out there being honest? Are people online dating, are they being honest about who they are? We've got an episode about catfishing. And then as far as you, what do you think you're open to this season?
You know, John Rogers said, who's one of the creators of the show, he said this earlier. He said, Elliot's weekends are full. He doesn't. So it's just like, and I've always trusted him on that. I don't know if he's in the right shape of mind. He's been hurt once on the show. Um, I think he's all right. I think he's all right. I
so
don't think
no,
he's talking about our
but
meeting.
he's
Yeah, she was
but
actually
he
getting most honest. Yeah. Elliot's
but
doing just fine.
but Elliot is exploring his relationship with her dad, right? This season.
Yeah, well, he's exactly, and he had yeah, exactly. He's a changed man because of that. You know what I mean? I feel like he's got, but that was one of the most beautiful things about hiring Keith David to play my dad was you see where Elliot came from. You see the toughness, you see the ruggedness, you also see the heart. You know what I mean? And so I think that has affected him, and he sort of sits, he sits back and I don't know if he's not. Now it takes something to make him really angry, but it's that quick when he does. So yeah.
Well, and Sophie are talking with her daughter too again. So can you say something about that? Because Parker and her are
Yeah,
like so.
Parker and Astrid, those two are not the best of friends. I think again, like Sophie's trying to figure out like how to be authentic, even with Astrid. There's a scene in the opening episode, which you've probably seen, where she's talking about wanting to get her a gift and not knowing whether like, and Hardison is like, don't give her stolen goods. She's an Interpol agent, you know. So Sophie hasn't kind of like figured that out yet. So I think it's new to her. Like that these I mean, he's like the ultimate lone wolf, but they're, you know, outside of this crew, they're all lone wolves.
Yeah.
And so it's very difficult. And even when Sophie was with Nate, that was a very safe place for her, like even with all his problems. But this is like a new experience. But I think she's up for the challenge. She wants to make a connection. And you'll have to watch the season to see if that happens.
And my last question is, fans, fans can we expect some any cameos from character from the previous shows in this season?
We definitely, maybe, could possibly, potentially, might have some faces showing up, but we're not gonna we're not gonna confirm or deny.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you
I
so
would
much.
say yes.
Rude.
Well, I know. But I mean, I'm just saying.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
See you again.
Good to see you.